Hey guys, I'm gonna make borrachos. This is a recipe from my granny, and yeah, if I ask her where she got the recipe from, she will say, "Oh, it's probably my mother." And in a Spanish slang, it means a drunk biscuit, basically, because it's made with red wine, and we have little bit of anise seed as well. Oh, it's so good. Little anise seed. It's rolled very thin, then it's fried, so it's bubbling and it's very crisp. And once it's cooled down, we dip it into a thick honey syrup. And yeah, and it's been such a long time I didn't eat some. So I'm gonna make it with you now. So, like every granny recipe, it's a cup of that, a cup of that, a cup of that. So a cup of water. Actually, no, we're gonna start with a cup of wine. So red wine in a pan, a cup of oil, sunflower oil, cup of water, sesame seed, to cover the top. Yeah, and that we're gonna give it a boil. So the anise seed will start to infuse a little bit, and then it says flour, no quantity. So what we're gonna do once it has boiled, I will put the liquid into this one. Add progressively some flour until the right consistency. I remember the consistency. So I will weight it up so we know exactly how many grams of plain flour we need. Hmm, little drop. After all, it's called borracho. But I've done some research online, and borracho can be also like a kind of sponge cake, which you can find in Portugal or Spain, or even South America. And it's like soaked with alcohol. But those are the biscuit, and it's called borracho. So I don't know if any one of you has come across this kind of thin biscuit dipped in syrup made with red wine. Let me know in the comment. So right now we could do the syrup, get it ready. But I've got one already. This is the same syrup I've used to make the macroud, the specialty from North Africa. So you got 600 grams of castor sugar, 400 grams of water, some lemon juice, boil it, add some honey, the quantity you want by the taste, and let it cool down, and then you have a thick syrup. It's nice to dip biscuit in, and the lemon juice, because to avoid the sugar to crystallize again. So it's good. All right, this is boiling. Just by breathing it, you can get drunk. Let's add the flour. Well, I had nearly 500 grams of liquid, so I'm gonna start with the same quantity. So 480. Let's mix it. It's gonna make like a pink dough. It's really nice. That could be it. Mm, it's actually it. 480 gram flour. Let me put it on the bench. Up. Let's work at the dough a bit. Yeah, lovely actually. That's the one. So this dough, we're gonna let it rest for half an hour. It's enough. Let's put a cloth on top and we'll come back to it. So the dough has rested now. Very lovely. Let's give it a few more shapes like that. Bit of flour. And now we're gonna have to roll it, but very, very thin. It's very easy to roll, it's so soft. As thin as possible. There you go. Then I'm just gonna cut some strips. And voila. I'm waiting for my oil to warm up 170 degrees and we will fry it. Okay, so if we don't have any thermometer, we can test with a wooden spoon or a wooden stick. If it bubbles like that, that means it's ready. Let's place our borrachos. Look at that, they start bubbling. There you go, guys. Nice and golden. Once they have cooled down, we're gonna dip them into the syrup. Well coated. And just take them out. We can say it's a very rich dessert. It's a very rich little treat. But it's so delicious. Worth the extra calories here. There you go, guys. So bear with me, I'm gonna jump back into my youth. Oh my god. I love them. And when you bite into that anise seed, oh, that's so dangerous. Extremely dangerous. Well, I'm gonna finish that bowl. Guys, make them the borrachos. Delicious. Enjoy.